Mr. Florio. Mr. Florio is present. Mr. Johns. Mr. Johns is present. Mr. Long. Mr. Long is present. Ms. Vecchio. Vecchio is present. And Chairman Hebert.
Here. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who is not signed up to speak that would like to address the committee at this time? Seeing none, the next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the February 27th, 2023 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. Next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral number 23-0076, authorized intermunicipal agreement with the city of Rochester for the provision of county historian services.
Moved by legislators DeFlorio, seconded by legislator Johns. Is there any discussion? Legislator DeFlorio.
Yeah, through the chair to the administration, could I get a little background on this intermunicipal agreement? Is this the first time the city county has had this type of agreement, or is this something that's a renewal?
Through the chair, this is the first time that this particular arrangement has been brought to you. Originally, the county historian was located in Brockport. She and the project moved to St. John Fisher a while ago. And now St. John Fisher is doing a renovation project, and it's going to take 3 years. And they asked if we could relocate the collection, and which required a new agreement. We put out an RFP, and I believe there were 2, but I'm not positive. I can get that information for you. But the city of Rochester and through the Rochester Public Library had the best deal that they would not only house the collection for us, they'd help us move it, and they would assess what we needed going forward for the next 3 years. And if it hasn't, it's going to city council soon for the agreement. The city's on board, and the city historian for the time being will function as both city and county historian. The hope is that there's enough in common that this will work, and we can keep our cost and staffing to a lower level while we up other things we might need for the collection. It's been in very good hands all this time, but we're also hoping that the location in the Rundell building will be more useful to a lot of people, because if you're going to look at in the city history department, there's a good chance you'll look in the county history as well. And then St. John Fisher has said there might be a time where they'd be interested in taking it back, but right now they have to concentrate on their project.
Thank you, because that was going to be my next question. But through the chair to the administration, so will the county no longer have a county historian then? We will be utilizing strictly the city historian? Is that correct?
Through the chair, we aren't positive on that. Right now, the city historian will be filling both roles, and she has significant, well, I shouldn't say significant, because nobody ever has significant anymore, but she has some staff to support her so she can handle the volume change. But we don't know long-term whether it will work to have one historian or whether we need 2 separate offices. So that'll be part of when we come back to you. And we don't know what funding costs. The funding on this has been pretty one sum for quite some time, and we don't know how accurate that will be either.
So one follow-up question through the chair to the administration. So do we currently have a county historian, or has that role
We
vacant?
do, and I believe her name is Carolyn Vaca. Yeah, and
So will she be?
she's got a full-time job or she works for St. John Fisher. I'm not sure if it's full-time or not. So she won't, I mean, she would love to come with the collection, but I don't think that'll work for her. And we don't.
So in terms of a paid position, we don't currently have a paid county historian position.
Technically, I would say not, we don't have an employee who is the county historian. It usually functions as whatever organization houses the collection, supplies the county historian.
Thank you. I yield the floor.
Any other discussion? I have a couple quick questions. Do we know what the mileage is on the 3 existing box trucks and their condition?
Through the chair, I believe that's the next one. I will,
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Yes, I
that's
am.
okay. It's kind of
Thank you.
confusing today through the
Well, that
chair.
Makes 2 of us obviously confused. What's the number on this? Yep. And we went from 76 to 74. Second, I'm sorry. Computers do what you tell them to do.
Through the chair, I thought you were just trying to trick me.
Yeah, I think my only question here is this specific referral for 2023 is for 9 months. And then it says with the option to renew for 4 additional 1-year periods. This doesn't seem to sync in my head that it's 50 grand for 9 months and then it's 50 grand for a year.
Through the chair, it's 50 grand. That will include the whole study as well as housing the collection. But however, if we renew it, part of the renewal will be what is the results of the study are. So we plan on having this as a long-term, so we aren't shuffling for that period. So we aren't shuffling the collection around. It's a rather valuable and delicate collection, but we can't be sure of all the terms. So part of the agreement is in any renewal, there'll have to be a discussion on price and services available.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item passes. Next item, please.
Referral number 23-0077, authorize intermunicipal agreements with the 8 municipalities for use of the Tyler Records Management System.
Moved by legislator John, seconded by legislator DeFlorio. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item passes. Next item, please.
Referral number 23-0082, authorize intermunicipal agreements with the municipalities for Rochester Monroe County Youth Bureau programs in 2023.
Moved by legislator DeFlorio, seconded by legislator Johns. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item passes. That's it, right? Are there any other matters to come before this committee? Seeing none, the March 27th, 2023 meeting of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee will be held on Monday, August 24th, 2023 at 5:30 p.m. See you then.